This is a strange topic for me because I think we often get consumed with talking about the exterior appearance of the ancestral, and we don't spend as much time looking at the deeper layers. And anyway, I've promised to cover this. I promised that I would cover this, so I'm going to cover it. I'm going to talk about this today. Hello and welcome to Sangoma Society. My name is Ohani Bogamakwakwa Ngengumakhosi Unomabuto Emsamo, and I'm Honey Tell a Story on all social media networks. This is Sangoma Society, where we aim to demystify all matters pertaining to the ancestral. And today we're talking about why ancestral callings run in bloodlines. Very often when a person speaks of having an ancestral calling, they start to look specifically for where that calling comes from in their bloodline. Specifically saying, okay, somebody before me must have had this calling. There's no way that I could be the first. And very often, if it happens that your family doesn't want you to follow this calling, they would say that, oh no, we don't know about that here at home, and if you just have a look on social media, if you follow any other sangomas or traditional healers, you will find typically that once a person is back home from Epifeni, they start hearing about all these different family members who were izinyanga, izangoma, barapeleti, basebeleti before them, and only to be frustrated with the fact that when they were asking for that information pre-initiation, nobody seemed to have it. But now the stories come up all the time because, oh yeah, no, you're definitely a healer, and now, we can have that chat with you. But before, perhaps they didn't want you to go, or they were scared that, you might not make it, or goodness knows what, the stigma. There's so many reasons. Either way, many of us find that, oh, this thing is actually a bloodline thing. And typically they would say, even if you go to a healer and you are told that you have the calling, they would often say, go ask such and such a person about this person, because that may be the person who last had the calling, who's showing up. What we generally find is that ancestral callings run in families. They run in bloodlines. You cannot just suddenly come up and be the first ever sangoma in your family. It's just not how it works. Now, why is it that this is the case? Why can't anybody just have the calling? Why does it only belong in certain families and not all families? How's that happening? So basically, different bloodlines have different ways of resolving karma. Generally, we're all born and incarnate many times to deal with the karma that we've accumulated through different actions we've taken at different times. Right. Now, in certain bloodlines, they have circumvented that whole process of having to be born and born again to resolve karma. In certain bloodlines, they've solved this little mystery key that, if we actually don't go and be born again, right, don't incarnate again, we could stay right here through the veil in this place, and through our progeny be able to go back into the realm of the living and fix those things that we would have been trying to fix through yet another lifetime. Now, there's so many advantages to doing things in that manner. For starters, you don't want to find yourself incarnating again and not remembering the lessons that you came here for. Because the whole process of life is to try and remember what it was that our higher selves wanted for us when we were incarnating to begin with. So they're circumventing that whole thing of being born again and not remembering. In any case, being born and dying are the greatest sufferings that we encounter in our lives. Sickness, aging, birth, and death. These are the four great sufferings. So imagine now you can avoid all that and you can still resolve your karma by essentially piggybacking on somebody who comes and incarnates into your existing bloodline. This is how it becomes that only certain families have ancestral callings. There's ancestral callings in many different cultures. It's not exclusively African. So this is quite a universal understanding when I speak of ancestral callings. So this is essentially what everybody's trying to do, which is to resolve karma and progress in one's incarnations into the next chapter. Our ancestors are doing this through coming through us and resolving certain things. Now, not every single bloodline has that knowledge and understanding. So not every single bloodline is going to have izinyanga nezangoma. So it is for that reason that the calling for ancestral healing runs through bloodlines and cannot just be picked off a tree or chosen for preference or be considered deeper intuition, because that's not what it is. So I hope this short video today has done something to bring some understanding about why it is that ancestral callings run in bloodlines. My name is Uhani Wagamapapa Kingumakose Onomabuto Emsamo. If this is your first time visiting a Sangoma Society, please join the tribe, subscribe. If you have questions, any questions about today's topic, just pop them down in the comment section below. Please don't feel any type of way about asking any type of question. It's a safe space and I'm here to learn right along with you. Until next week, Makos.